So here's another banger from the New York Post. Senator Adam Schiff is under federal criminal investigation for alleged mortgage fraud violations. Yeah, we're going to get into this. So if you've been waiting for this, now's the time. Feds investigating Senator Adam Schiff for alleged mortgage fraud after DOJ criminal referral report. All right, let's get rid of this. All right, so Senator Adam Schiff is reportedly under federal investigation for alleged mortgage fraud after a federal housing agency sent a criminal referral to the Justice Department in May regarding the California Democrats' ownership of a Maryland home. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Maryland is leading the probe, which could result in charges against the junior senator from California and former 12-term congressman. A Trump administration source told Fox News' Ingram Engel host Lauren Ingram on Tuesday. The DOJ, Maryland U.S. Attorney's Office, and Schiff did not immediately respond to the Post's request for comment. Of course he's not going to. He's a bug-eyed psychopath. Of course he's not going to answer any questions. Federal Housing Finance Agency Director William Pulte sent a referral letter to Attorney General Pam Bondi and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche on May 27th, detailing multiple instances between 2003 and 2019 when Schiff allegedly falsified bank documents and property records to acquire more favorable loan terms, impacting payments for property he owns in Potomac, Maryland, one of the most affluent Washington, D.C. suburbs. Schiff, age 65, listed the Maryland home as his primary residence in several mortgage refinancing filings between 2009 and 2013, despite being an elected official representing the Golden State and having taken out a homeowner's tax exemption on a Burbank, California condo he purchased, which he also claimed as his primary residence over the same time period, according to Pulte. Schiff and his wife did not list the Potomac property as a secondary residence until 2020. Quote, Mr. Schiff appears to have falsified records in order to receive favorable loan terms and also appears to have been aware of the financial benefits of a primary residence mortgage when compared to a secondary residence mortgage. As a spokesperson in 2023 told the media outlet CNN that, quote, Adams, California, and Maryland addresses have been listed as primary residences for loan purposes because they are both occupied throughout the year and to distinguish them from a vacation property, unquote, the letter explained. Schiff may have violated federal laws against wire fraud, mail fraud, bank fraud, and making false statements to financial institutions. Holy shit. I mean, we're talking potential decades in prison. I mean, just wire fraud alone can land you in federal prison for like 10 or more years. I mean, talk to the people that were getting those PPP loans, you know, those loans that they were given out during COVID to business owners and people they were fraudulently claiming that they owned a business when they didn't. They were getting hit with, I know wire fraud was one of them, and I think bank fraud might have been another. They were dishing out 10-year sentences in federal prison like it was nothing. And that's still ongoing. They're still rounding people up. Like thousands of people were charged with that shit across America. It was fucking crazy. So anyway, so Schiff is a former House Intelligence Committee chairman. That's very hilarious. But yeah, he's the one that chaired one of the Trump impeachments, which was an absolute cringe fest beyond belief, whose unproven claims about President Trump's ties to Russia enraged Republicans and led to his censure. He also served as chief manager in Trump's 2020 Senate impeachment trial for pressuring Ukraine to investigate alleged Biden family corruption. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, hell, he should be investigated for that. When reports of the criminal referral emerged in July, Schiff denied any wrongdoing in messages posted to X. Quote, since I led his first impeachment, Trump has repeatedly called for me to be arrested for treason. Oh, so he's going to put all this on Trump, his wire fraud, his bank fraud, and all that shit that he's been engaged with since 2003, by the way. I don't think Trump was not even running for president yet in 2003. I know he mentioned to Oprah, like, when was that? Like in like the late 80s or something like that, that maybe if the time comes, if the country needs him, maybe he'll run for president. Anyway, so in a way, I guess this is a bit of a letdown. And this baseless attempt at political retribution won't stop me from holding him accountable, not by a long shot, the senator wrote. This is just Donald Trump's latest attempt at political retaliation against his perceived enemies, Schiff added. So it is not a surprise, only how weak this false allegation turns out to be. And as much as Trump may hope, this smear will not distract from his Epstein files problem. Oh my God, dude, this dude is such a slippery shit. A spokesperson for Schiff noted at the time that, quote, the lenders who provided the mortgages for both homes were well aware of then Representative Schiff's congressional service and of his intended year-round use of both homes, neither of which were vacation homes. Yeah, give me a break. We'll see how it plays out. I have a feeling that it's probably going to devolve to a point where he's just going to probably blame the bank, or he's going to blame his lawyers. He's going to blame anybody and everybody because, oh my God, I can't, I'm a senator. I can't go to jail. I'm too good for that. Rules for thee, not for me. We live in the two-tier justice system. Although the deep state seems to be crumbling and cracking, seems like that they're losing their power little by little. I mean, 3-4 years ago, even if all this information were to come out regarding Adam Schiff, you really think that anything would even happen to him? Fuck no. And now we find out that he's under federal criminal investigation. So that's going to be very interesting to see where that goes. Look, Pam Bondi, AG Pam Bondi, she's got quite a bit on her plate at the moment with the Epstein files. She's trying to get the grand jury or get that information released, which I highly doubt that's going to happen. Plus the Russia hoax scandal that's breaking out. They're investigating that right now. They subpoenaed a ton of top Democrats during the Obama administration with regard to the Epstein files. Some of them are going to be questioned about the Russia hoax scandal as well. So she's got a lot on her plate. And she could be completely vindicated if all this goes the right way. With the exception of the grand jury thing, I wouldn't hold your hopes out for that because I'm sure that is not happening. So anyway, we'll just have to see how that plays out. Maybe we'll finally see some justice against Adam Schiff. Very, very deserved, needless to say.